Sean Phillips here with David Sterling.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing, Dave?
Good, how are you?
I haven't seen you for a while, I feel like, in person.
Wow, yeah.
It's been a while, and we're now at WonderCon.
WonderCon
2017. It's back in Anaheim, because last time it was in LA.
Anaheim's better.
It's an easier one to get to.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're going to go explore the convention, see all the stuff we can see if they have any DVDs or Blu-rays, see all the toys that are for sale, all that kind of stuff.
The stars.
The stars, whoever we see, the cosplay, all that kind of stuff. So you ready, Dave, to explore WonderCon?
Yes.
Let's go. Well, Dave, I would definitely say it's pretty busy here today, wouldn't you?
It's probably the biggest WonderCon I've attended.
I think this convention becomes more and more like Comic-Con, every year. It's like when we first started coming here, it wasn't that busy at all. It was like hardly anybody.
No.
I think this is kind of now, if you can't get tickets to Comic-Con, this is like the closest thing you're going to get.
The only thing it's really missing is the big sponsors, like Lucas or Lion, and that's going to come.
I think down the line they're going to start to have the film companies, because they don't have them yet.
And they got more room. I've been to this convention center many times, and they got room for that stuff.
No, they definitely do.
That's next.
But we now finally have our lanyards too. Before we didn't have them, so we got them. Yes. So we're just going to, like I said, explore around here and see whatever stuff we can find in here. It's kind of funny. Over here, it's like a Funko Pop table of all like damaged, screwed up ones. I've never seen anything like this. They're all ones that have been like sat on or have like weird type of damage to them, and the boxes are all screwed up, and they have like weird like X's and stuff put on top of them. And that's kind of funny thing to see, like a whole table all the way down there of all screwed up and damaged Funko Pops. Well, Dave, they've got those mystery boxes there. You want to get one? It's $30 for one or two for $50.
I would like to get 4 of them this year.
You want to get 4 of them?
Yeah. So
I never know what's in them though. You know what I mean? Like you don't have a clue at all what's in them.
You know why? That's why they call it a mystery.
I know it, but it really is a true mystery. You have no clue. And they're selling like some signed stuff. I think that was from Comic-Con, like the one here for Scream Queens. All of them there, and it's $295. That was the one from Comic-Con. I think all these ones were Comic-Con signings. This Gotham one. This might have been at Comic-Con too. I don't know for sure. The Suicide Squad one. And here's one of the few movie booths in here. It's a lot of like, DVDs of like TV shows and stuff like that. But they always do have a lot of really strange, obscure stuff in here. This booth's always at Comic-Con too. You remember this booth, Dave?
It's a great booth.
Yeah, there's a lot of. They always have like interesting stuff, like Howard Stern's show. Like I think it was like the Channel 9 show, and a lot of interesting TV shows and stuff like that. Syphil and Ollie. Do you remember this show? It was like talking sock puppets or something.
I had to work. I didn't have time for that.
You didn't watch that? And they have like all these weird things, like John Denver and the Muppets, the Christmas Together, and lots of interesting. This is, I think, a regular release thing from Mill Creek, but The Thief and the Goblet, and all kind of different stuff. And like a lot of shows too. Like I never even heard of in my life, like Hawaii, and they have the whole Goosebumps together. And this one was just like the show before, Saved by the Bell. That I think it lasted for like a season or two. And like this, look at this weird one here, Dino Sapien.
The episode.
Have you ever saw this show before?
No.
No, I never heard of this one in my life. Dino Sapien. I don't know when this is from. Like.
I know this is from the 60s.
Captain Nice. Yeah, a lot of interesting ones in here.
This show.
Which one is that?
I like that show.
Cleopatra. 25.
That's a Sam Raimi show.
Oh, that's cool. No, I never saw that one.
It's on Hulu.
Oh, that's cool. Circus Boy, The Collector.
To be honest, it's really hard to find this stuff on DVD.
No, it is. Like, so this kind of stuff, it's like really near impossible.
The Immortal. I always liked, I don't even know if you know who that is.
No, I don't know.
That's Christopher George. I always liked him. He was in Pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Exterminator.
This one, Night Visions?
No.
Complete series? I don't know this one either.
What are those, like 30 bucks?
$30. Ocean Girl. A lot of interesting ones in here. And this is kind of funny. This is like a little slightly better like bootlegs. It even has a security sticker that they put across the top of it to make it look a little bit more real. But this one is like impossible to get. This is out of print. I think it's like 60 bucks for the real edition of this. In the Ewok Adventures. As a kid, I used to always love these. I used to watch these all the time. For some reason, like I think I watched them more than the original Star Wars movies. Like I was like obsessed with these movies. And Dave, after all the years though, I've always seen this this tower of T-shirts. Have you ever bought one there?
You know something? I've never bought a T-shirt, but like I think it's so awesome. And when you go to Comic-Con, what do they have? About 3 of these?
3 of those gigantic towers, and it's all inside as well. But like all this time, I've never bought one. Dippin' Dotties. I don't think I've had Dippin' Dots since like 2006 or something. It's been forever. So unique. And I just bought this thing. It's pretty cool. The Toxic Avenger. It's from like I think that company like Super 7. It's a really cool like throwback old store toy of the Toxic Avenger here. They had another alternate color version as well, but I like this one with the the look of like the cartoon. But that's a pretty cool one. So I did find something here though. Just got this other pretty cool thing here. It's a Hotel Cortez, the hotel from American Horror Story Hotel. It's like a the thing you would put your key on for the room. That's pretty cool, like a handmade thing here. They had another one for something else, I think for The Shining, but this one was really cool though. This whole area over here is kind of like the random mishmash of everything, and they even have like random old DVDs of POD and like Audio Slave and stuff like that in these funny kind of cases, and Wasp. Every time I see POD, I always think of that song, we are the youth of the nation. And once you hear it, you never stop hearing it in your head. It's like one of those really bad stuck in your song, in your head songs, and like a random Simpson there. And this area is all really cool because it's like all original, like animation cells and stuff, like from the Jetsons here. They're not even that expensive, like $15 and stuff. They're just like some of the cells from animation and lots of different stuff, like some really obscure type stuff like King Arthur and like Monster Mash. I think this was like a Monster Mash, Monster Mash animated cartoon. And then, see, this one's only $5. So these are kind of cool, really obscure type stuff in here. Little Nemo, that's one of those movies I always loved as a kid. So those are pretty cool, Little Nemo animation cells here, and that's pretty cheap, like $15 for that. But that was a really cool movie you really don't hear about too often at all. I found another booth in here with some stuff. They seem to have like a lot of like archive series type stuff, like Warner Archive, The Thing That Wouldn't Die, like Universal Vault. I don't know if the Universal's still releasing these like Universal Burn on Demand releases. I haven't seen any of those in a while. But like all the stuff in here, this is like one of those really early, DVD case ones. I don't know what company this one was, but this one was like inside of it is like it's in a CD jewel case. But all the ones in here are $5. Seems to be like some kind of random different ones in here. A couple Anchor Bay ones in here, like Napoleon and Samantha. I don't know this movie, but seems to be a lot of kind of like sort of random stuff in here. Not stuff you come across too often in here. And for only $5, it's not too bad for some of these ones. So we'll look through here and see if there's anything here though. And I got this one thing over there, this Parker Lewis Can't Lose for $5. It is out of print. I think it goes for like 12 to 15 to 20. It seems to be all over the place, the prices. It's for some reason, like I don't think I've ever seen this show in my life. Like I know I've heard the name, but it looks like kind of like a weird, like early 90s show that I've heard the name, but like never seen any episodes of this, at least as far as I can remember. And another movie booth in here, a lot of more like TV shows and stuff. Like these are, DVD-Rs and stuff of them, but there's some definitely weird stuff in here. Like a lot of these ones I've never seen. This one, CPO Sharky. I think this one came out on a real release a while back. I'm pretty sure. Brimstone. So let's always look through all this stuff. Pete and Pete. This one is kind of weird because they released the first 2 seasons, and the 3rd season, was that from what I heard, the discs were made, but then they never ended up putting them out. So who knows if they're ever going to someday officially release that. This is kind of cool here. The best of seasons 1 and 2 of all that, and it also has the reunion special. That's kind of cool, that the 10-year anniversary one. I remember when that first one, first aired. That's kind of a cool one here. because I think it would have the original music too. Because you know when they air this on, I think on like the Nick Now, they like had to cut some of the music out, I think, or something like that. Some of the performances. So Dave, I kind of lost you for a second there, but what you end up getting? I showed the stuff that I got throughout the video, but what kind of stuff did you pick up today?
A couple of things. Well, I stopped over at the Century Media booth. I think it's Century Media. I want to make, yeah. I got the Slayer, it looks like a 45.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't opened it. That's cool. I won't open it. But and then I got from Gigi and Reggie, Nightmare Cafe, where they used to do a TV show, and I was actually not on this episode, but I was on this A episode with Jeff Berg. But on this episode, they have Reggie, Chuck Williams, Stan Roebuck, and Bob Burns.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I got this documentary, Space 1999, which I love that show. And UFO, I'm not as big as a fan, but I love all that Jerry Anderson miniatures and puppet stuff, and you know, working on with Jeff Leroy doing the miniatures. He really was inspired by those. So
that's cool.
So I love watching that stuff too. So
yeah. So how have you enjoyed WonderCon? I definitely would say it's the busiest it's ever been. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think it's like a really good show. I think I think it's going to get bigger.
No,
we've been going, what, for 4 years?
I think it's been 4 years at least.
So, and I think it's going to keep getting bigger.
Yeah. So guys, thanks a lot for watching the video, walking around the convention, seeing all the things we saw. We'll see you guys later.